Okay, so good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Okay, how are you all? Good. All right. My voice is clear to all.
Yes, sir, clear.
Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, is it visible? Is my screen visible to all? Okay, so in last class we have discussed about decorators and other functions as well. Okay, so we have good idea about functions. Okay, those who don't know about the function, don't worry. Okay, whenever we will revise this concept, so you will get to know. Otherwise, like if you want to learn everything from the basics, then when we start front end classes, then everyone can understand each and everything. So it's better if you will, if you are getting this concept or not. But it, and one more thing for everyone, those who are not considering this topic like very important, so these topics are really important as per the interview point of view. Okay, for example, today we are going to discuss about generator. Okay, so generator is one of the important concept. Okay, I have given so many interviews, and in my interviews most of the questions they ask from the generator, most of the question they ask from the decorators. Okay, yes, any question, anyone? Does anyone have any question? Okay, so generator is one of the important topic. Okay, today we have to discuss it. Okay, so what is generator first? So let me show you function. Okay, it is similar to a function but not exactly similar, but little different is there. Okay, so let's see what's the difference. Let me open ideally here. Okay, so let me just save this file. Okay, so g1. Okay, so basically how to create a function. Whenever we create a function in Python, we generally write def keyword, then we write the function name. Okay, suppose function name is f1. Okay, f1 is a function, so our function is returning something. For example, it is returning 100. Okay, okay, so our function is returning 100. So if you will run this code right now, so you will not get any output. Okay, our function is returning but we are not getting any output. So where it will return, where this f1 function will return exactly. Okay, so what is our function name? Our function name is f1 and it is returning 100. So where it will return? From where it is calling. Okay, so who will call this function and how to call the function? So for example, if you are writing function name and parenthesis, this is nothing but calling f1 function, or we can say invoking f1 function. Okay, both are the same thing. So when you will call this function, then this function will execute. But if you will run this code, still you will not get anything. Okay, because your function is returning what? It is returning 100. To whom? To the calling line f1 we are calling here. So 100 will come here, but we are not printing anything. If you will print this function f1, or whatever this f1 function is returning, you may store also. Okay, for example, res is a variable which is storing the result. returned by f1 function, and f1 function is returning 100. Okay, so if I will print this res, so now I will get the output. So we are getting output as what? 100. Okay, but we don't need to store this. Either you can store this value which is returned by f1, otherwise what you can do otherwise, you can call this function inside the print function. This is a print function which is used to print anything. So inside this print function, if you will call this function f1 function, so f1 function, whatever f1 function will return, it will print inside the print function. Okay, so what f1 function is returning? F1 function is returning 100, and 100 will return here inside the print parenthesis, and print will print the value written by f1. Okay, so what it will print? 100. Okay, so if I execute it, so what I will get? I will get 100. Okay, suppose I want to return, okay, write a program to return 10 numbers by a function. So how you can write a program to return 10 numbers? Any idea? Does anyone have any idea what we will do here? So can we write here like, can we return like 1? Can we return like something like return 2? Can I write return 3? Is it possible, guys?
No.
Can, yeah. What's the problem here?
First return will return the statement, sir.
Okay.
After that return we don't.
Okay. So it will return 1. After that it will stop execution. Okay, means once it will return any value, whenever this f1 function will return any value, it will not execute, it will stop executing. Means this line and these lines are value meaningless. Okay, no use of this line and no use of this line. And one note is there. What is note? Here one note is there. We can not return more than one value at the same same time using return, which keyword? Return keyword. Getting this, everyone? So if I will execute this code, so what it will do? So it is returning what? 1 only. It is returning 1 only, but we are returning 2 also and 3 also. But there is no use. There is no use, because if you will read this node, we cannot return more than one value at the same time using return keyword, right? But what is our requirement? Our requirement is write a program to return 10 numbers via function. So instead of returning this, because we already know it cannot return more than one value, can we create one empty list? Can we create one empty list? How to create list? Just write square bracket. So this is nothing but empty list. Okay, so what can I do? Can I generate numbers from 1 to 10? Can I generate 1 to 10 numbers and I can append? Or otherwise I can append like this also. L1 dot append. What you want to append? I want to append 1. L1 dot append. What you want to append? I want to append 2. L1 dot, okay, 3. So like that I can append up to 10. Suppose my requirement is what? 100. So what I will do? Will I write 100 times this L1 dot append, L1 dot append? Should I write it 100 times? What will be the alternative of
No,
it?
sir.
So what will be the alternative? what we can do, for example, I am appending these numbers, so these numbers are appending inside the list. Suppose you can assume like when this line will execute, so list will get one element as 1. When the second line will execute, so in this list another element will come. When the third line will execute, so the third element will insert into the list, like that. Okay, after that what we need to do, we can we return L1 after that? Can we return L1? Yes. So initially our list is what? Empty, and we are adding element. Okay, adding element into what? List. Okay, and finally returning list. Okay, with values. Okay, and where it will return, from where it is calling. So here it is calling. Okay, calling f1 function inside print function. Okay, so means whatever it will return, whatever f1 function will return, it will print at the same time. Okay, so are you understanding this? So what will happen, whatever the list value it is returning by f1, it will print, this print function will print. So can I run this? See, it is printing 1 2 3, 1 2 3, like that it is printing. But suppose I want to see, read this program once again, write a program to return 100 numbers via function. So now what can I do? Will I write 100 times? It will be like waste of time. So instead of writing this L1 append, what we can do, we can generate numbers from 1 to 100. Okay, we can generate numbers from 1 to 100. So how to generate numbers? We can use for loop. For I, okay, everyone please focus here on this line only. Everyone please focus here. For is a keyword, and I is what? A variable. And in, okay, in is what? A membership operator. And after that, here we will write one data type, which is range. Okay, so here I will mention the starting point and I will write ending point. If I will write ending point is 100, so it will generate values from 1 to how much? 99. So if you will give values, stop value is 101, so now it will generate values 1 to 100. So like that it works. Okay, so first time it will generate first value, and second time it will generate second value, and each value come inside I. Whatever value generated by this range function will store in I first. Okay, from I, whatever value is coming in I variable, that value we will append inside this empty list. How we will append? We will write here L1 dot append. And what is the I value? Initially I value is what? First I value it will generate what? 1. So 1 is stored inside I, and that 1 we are appending inside what? List. So what it will do? It will append 1 here. Next time this range function generate another value which is 2. 2 will store in I, and after that it will append in which list? L1 list, and it will be something like this, right? And it will generate up to how much? 100, and all the hundreds value will store inside this list. Okay, so initially our list is what? Empty. Okay, so once this for loop will complete, we will return what? L1, as we are returning. So this is how what we can do, we can return 100 values, okay, by a function. So this is how we are getting how many values? We are getting 100 values. Okay, so this is how we are doing. But actually what we are doing here, we are generating all the hundreds value, and we are returning all the values at a time. We are returning complete list at a time, means it is taking much memory. Okay, so this is generating what? 100 values. So first this function will generate all the values, and after that values will store in a memory, and after that list of values will return to the calling place. So it is a waste of memories. So here we have to learn one more concept which will help you to return more than one values in a function. Okay, so that functions are known as generators. Okay, so what is generator? Generator are similar like function, but in generator, generally in function we return a value using return keyword, but in generator we return the value using yield keyword. Okay, so understand this: a function which contain, okay, which keyword? Yield keyword. Yield keyword is called generator function. Okay, what is generator? If a function containing yield keyword is called generator function. Okay, a function which contain return keyword is called normal function. Okay, and after that we can say a generator function returns value using yield keyword. A generator function returns a value using which keyword? Yield keyword, right? A normal function, a normal function returns a value using return keyword. Getting this? Okay, so everyone please try to understand this. Okay, yield keyword, yield keyword after returning value, it pause execution of function. Okay, so what will happen when you return a value using yield keyword? So it will return one value, and after that it will pause. Okay, it will be pause, but I will tell you with coding as well. So don't worry if you're not getting this. I will tell you with coding. Okay, the second note is return keyword. Okay, let me keep it small only. Okay, so return keyword after returning value. Okay, it terminate the terminate the execution. Okay, so what is the mean of termination of execution? So let me show you. Are you understanding everyone this program? Do you have any doubt, anyone? To the new student, are you guys understanding little bit? I'm not talking about fully 100%, but are you getting like 10 or 20%? Yes or no?
Your voice is breaking, sir.
Okay, my voice is breaking. What about others? Is it breaking? Okay, maybe there is a connection issue. My internet is working fine, but why it is breaking? Okay, is it clear or is still breaking?
No, sir, now it is clear.
It is clear. Okay, that is good. Okay, please confirm whenever like my voice issue or whenever like video issue or any issue, just remind me. Okay, just give me like drop a message or tell in between. So no worries. Okay, so okay, let me tell you. Are you understanding this code, guys? Yes or no? Quick confirmation, please.
Understood, sir.
Okay. So let me create a new file now. So for example, I'm creating a function here, like, okay, f, my function name is f or demo. Suppose demo is my function. So here I'm writing print hello and I'm writing print world. I'm writing print hello and print world. Okay. So if I will call this function demo, okay, calling or invoking. So if I will call this function, how many print I will see? I will see two prints. Okay, we are getting two prints, hello and word we are seeing. Suppose if I write here return 1 or 0, whatever. Now what I will see now? I can only see hello. Why? Why it is happening? Why I am not able to see world? Why it is not displaying word? We are calling demo function, and in demo function we have three statements. One is
Written is
hello.
there.
Okay, because in between return is there. So whenever you will return the things, it will terminate the execution. Okay, so your function is executing, your function is executing, your function is not executing. Okay, so executing, right? Executing, and here it is what? Not executing because of return keyword. Okay, so this is the mean of this line. Return keyword, after returning value, it terminates the execution. As you can see here, it stopped the termination, it stopped the like function. It terminates the function after returning value, means this is, it will not print the last line. Okay, so this is the mean of which function? This is a use of yield. Okay, suppose if I create a function, okay, def demo I am creating. Okay, so here I will create generator. Okay, generator function. So what is the mean of generator function? Generator function means, for example, whenever I am using yield keyword, whenever I am using yield keyword 10, yield 20. Okay, so I am returning two things. What I have written here, a function contain yield keyword is called generator function. So this demo function is what type of function? Is it a normal function or generator function? It is what? Nobody is
Generated
speaking.
function.
Okay, so it is what? Generator function. So can I print here demo? Can I call demo function inside the print? What will happen? It is giving me an object. It is not returning 10. It is giving me an object of this generator function. Okay, that is nothing but, okay, whenever you call this generator function, okay, so see, calling generator function. Okay, so before calling this generator function, please remember this note. What is the note? Whenever we call generator function, it returns iterator object. Okay, so what it will return? It will return iterator object. If you are not believing it is returning or not, so here I am calling what? This demo function. So can I store this function in obj variable? Obj variable, can I print this obj variable? like obj variable. Okay, nothing but printing what? Iterator object return by the demo function. Getting? So what it will print? It will print iterator object. What it is printing? It is printing iterator object. But what I want this value. I want which value? I want this value 10. So what I will do? What can I do? So in order to take this value, because once you will call this function, it will be pause. Okay, after returning, it will be pause. So what we can do? We can use here next. Okay, we can use here next. If you will keep this object inside the next, so it will return which value? 10. Okay, it is giving 10. So suppose, okay, let me just clear it so that you can understand. So whenever you will call this function, demo function, it will return what? Iterator object. So let me store this iterator object in which? Obj. Okay, so how you will print? If you will write here obj directly, then it will not print. It will what? It will print object address. It will print what? Okay, so it will print object address, but we don't want to print like object address. We want to print values. Okay, so how you can print the value? Using next. So here you will write print, and inside the print you will write one next method, and here you will write obj. Okay, so what it will print? It will print the first value. So what it will print? It will print the first value. If you will write print, and if you will write next and obj, now it will print the second value, 20. Okay, so are we getting these two values or not? So we are getting these two values. So means in a function we are able to return more than one value. Suppose I have more values like yield. Okay, suppose like we are not returning like this. Now suppose we are creating one for loop, and we will generate the numbers. Suppose I am creating one for loop inside demo function, which is I in range. It will start with 1. Okay, and it will print up to 100. Why I am writing 101? Because it will execute up to 100. That's why I am writing 101 just before the exact value. Okay, and what I will do, each time I will return this I value. What is the I value first time? 1. What is the I value first time? 1. What is the I value second time? 2. What is the I value third time? 3. What is the I value next time? 4. Like that it will execute up to 100 times. So each time it will return value. Okay, so if you will write this, okay, if you will write this, so what we will get here? If I will write, okay, let me do it again. So this is our what? This is our demo function. Okay, this is demo function, or we can say generator function, generator demo function. And here we are generating values from 1 to 100, and each time we are returning value using yield keyword. Okay, so what happening here? If I will call this function demo, so what it will do? Return an iterator object. Okay, so can I store this iterator object in a variable called obj? Yes. Can I print this obj? Yes, you can print. If you will print the obj, what it will print? It will print what? It will print address. It will not print any value. But I want to print the values. So if you want to print the values, use the next method. Use the next method inside the print. Use the next method. What I will get? What it will print? What this line will print? Anyone? Is my voice clear, guys? Am I audible, guys? Am I audible to all? Yes or no? Please confirm. Sana, Sai Lakshmi, Mehak, Lata, Aisha, Ursula, please guys confirm why are you guys sleeping, all of you, all together. Am I audible or not? I think you guys are not feeling interest.
One, sir.
Huh? Sorry? Uh, my voice is clear or not?
No, sir. Clear, sir.
Is
A
it lagging?
little with your voice, that's it.
Okay, so like I don't know what happening in our network. See, here it is working properly.
Sometimes it is breaking, sir. Sometimes it
Okay,
is
sometime
clearly audible.
means like internet is fluctuating. That's why. Okay, please bear with this. Later you can access the recording, and where you are not like getting properly, you can go to the recording also. So here, can you please tell me what it will print here? The first number generated by
One,
this
sir.
demo function. So it will print 1. Okay, so next time what it will do now? Obj, if you will print obj again, so it will print 2, because first time it
Two,
will
sir.
generate first number, second time it will generate second number. It is not generating all the numbers at once. It is generating one and it is returning one, and that's it. It is pausing the function. So means it is not taking the complete memory. As we have seen in this program, it is generating all the numbers. It is generating complete the numbers. Suppose if I have to generate 1000 or 10,000 numbers, so it will generate all the 10,000 numbers. Means it will take the memory. Okay, when memory is like your requirement, saving the memory is your requirement, so then you cannot use this normal function. Then definitely you will use which function? Generator function. So it is generating one value and it is stopping. Okay, so if you will print next time, so it will print what? It will print 3. Okay, like that. So it is printing, but we have to print all 1 to 100. So each time means 100 time we will write this? No, we don't need to write this 100 time. Either what we can do, either we can use for loop like this, for in in obj, and can I print here I? Okay, let's see now. So it will print all the numbers. Okay, it will print all the number. The thing is, this function is giving one value at a time. Okay, so this function is generating one value at a time. It is not generating complete code. And if you don't want to print it with for loop, what you can do here, you can use the list concept. Inside the list you can write this obj. Okay, so it will print the rest of the values. What are the rest of the values? From 4 to 100 it will print, right? Let me change the behavior of this, or maybe this. I'm writing here ends with end or ends. Tell me guys. Okay, so it will not change new line. Just what we are doing, I want to print from the same line. Okay, so see, these values are coming 1, 2, 3 directly, and it is coming through the list. So what is the use of generator? Can anyone tell me? What is the use of generator?
It is used to return more values with less by utilizing less memory, sir.
Okay, how it is utilizing the memory? How it is utilizing the memory?
It uses less memory, sir, because yield will return the value and then pass and again repeat the
Yes,
execution.
yes, very nice. The correct definition. So means you want to say like this
It can
generator
store the
function does
value in
not
object, I mean,
does not
function
create.
objects, sir. So
Yes, yes. Means it does not create all the values at the same time. It just generate one value and it pause, and it will generate second, value. When it will generate second value? When we write here next an object. Okay, like that. But in function, all the values it is store in the memory at the same time and it returns. Okay, and the second thing is also, suppose I'm creating here. Okay, let me create another function. So for example, I'm creating here def fun one. Okay, so fun one is what? Normal function. So it can return only one value. Okay, for example, I'm creating another function which is fun2. Okay, this is what I can return more than one values. Okay, so if we are writing here yield, so yield means this is nothing but generator. Generator means it will generate the values, but it will return the values. So whatever values you will write here, it will just return, but this f2 function will generate the values. It can return more than one values as well. Okay, and if you will write here cannot return more than one value. Okay, cannot return more than one value, but here can return more than one value. Okay, so this is a basic difference. So you can call this fun one directly like this, and whatever it is returning, you can print it directly. Okay, so this fun one is returning 10, it will print here. But if you will do the same thing with fun2, if you will do the same thing with fun2, so it will return what? Iterator object address. Okay, so if you want to print the value returned by iterator, so what you can do, you can use you need to actually, here we are printing directly this, so we don't need to print it directly. What we will do, we will store the object. Okay, it is printing what? Object, because fun to return the object, so that object we will store in a variable. Okay, suppose I'm storing inside what? Obj. Okay, this is nothing but storing object returned by fun2 function. Okay, so now what we can do, we can write here next. Okay, and we can write here next, or otherwise you can also write here obj dot underscore underscore next underscore underscore. Okay, this function also we can use. So here it will return what? 1, I mean 10, and here it will return what? 20. I think it should work like this. Okay, so it is saying, okay, what's the problem here? Okay, we are not giving here like obj, so we need to give here obj. So when we are using this underscore underscore next in this method, so we need to write obj dot. When we are using this method, okay, next only, so you will pass obj as an argument, so it is printing like this. Understanding, guys? Getting this, all of you?
Yes, sir.
All right, so I think that is enough for today. Okay, in the next class, means tomorrow, we will discuss more program about this generator function, and we will start another topic which is lambda function. Okay, once we will finish our basic Python, then we will start our front end page. Okay, I will pause the advanced Python for a while, means for maybe 1 or 2 months. Once we will complete some technology in front end like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, then I will come to the advanced Python. Okay, And once we will complete the advanced Python, then we will come to the front end, another technology which is like React. Okay, so like that we will do. Okay, otherwise this Python will become like never ending. So that's why I will take this step. So are you okay with this if I will start front end after basic Python? Okay, actually it is not the basic Python, but this is most of the important topics of the Python. Okay, after covering these important topics, I would like to go to the like front end technology. Okay, and the oops concept of the Python and file handling and exception handling will continue after learning the front end. Okay, are you getting what I'm trying to say here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and once we will clear with front end and advanced Python, then we will move to the Django, which is backend. Okay, once we will go through with these all technologies, we will go to the database, and after that, once we will clear with database, we will create one capstone project. Okay, which will be like a combination of front end, back end, and database all together. And that project you will be host on a website. You can like like we can say upload that projects on GitHub as well. Okay, so we will do like that. I'm planning to do something like that. In between, we will in when we do the front end, we will create mini projects as well. But there will be a full stack project as well, right? Are you getting, guys? Is it clear, guys? Say yes or no. Okay, okay. So this is the announcement from my side. Like front end batch will launch soon. If anyone interested, you may like forward the information, this information to that person, those whoever interested. Alright, so thank you everyone for giving your valuable time. Okay, tomorrow we will continue. Alright, so good night everyone. You may leave the meeting.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.